Welcome to another Follow-Up Friday. Olympics have been and gone, and really, to me, I just love the Olympics. It's all something I really enjoy. And of course, we've just had the Lions as well, and that's been enthralling all the way through. What I wanted to focus on today, though, it's been another great week in the world of work. And what I wanted to look at in terms of sales is websites. So what do websites have to do with sales? Of course, if you're into e-commerce, your website is absolutely your number one priority. You need your website to be working well. It needs to reflect the brand, obviously, but the UX, the user experience, needs to be super special, and you need to be recording details, information, tracking analytics. There's so much to be done, so that website needs to be absolutely perfect. So when people go to that site, it needs to work, obviously, but the user experience needs to be super slick, not only in the way that you get to the checkout, but the way it prompts you to buy other items, the way it tracks your details, the way that you get the information when you've actually made that order. You get the process coming through to you with an email confirming it, an email actually showing you what's happening next. Now, most of us expect that to happen. But again, smaller businesses and bigger businesses, you need to make sure that that works. Because if it's right and somebody buys from you first time and they think it's great, it's easy, they're communicated with, naturally they're going to come back again. So you can follow up with them. How was our service? Here's an offer you might be interested in. But the initial touch point needs to be absolutely right. I want to give you a little experience, so something from myself. So I like to do a bit of cooking, and for me, I was looking for some new spices. So I went onto a website, I looked at spices. It was amazing what I could buy on there. I was like, I want this, and this. I had various offers as I went through there. As I increased my basket, I could have a free sample of this, a free sample of that. All fantastic. So it worked really well. I put my items in the basket, I paid for them. Once I paid for it, it said thank you very much, took me to a thank you page, confirmed it. In my inbox came an email confirming everything. Fantastic. The next day, not only did I get an email confirming what I'd purchased, I also had a picture of all my spices in their packets ready to be put in a box. I've never experienced that before, but I remember it and I go, that's really clever. So I've had an email, I've had a picture, and now today I should be receiving those spices. So for me, that whole user experience, not just the website, was memorable. And actually, I'll refer that place to other people. I'll say, you must go and try this site. And so for me, in an e-commerce world, and I actually put myself right in that as a consumer, I was like, that works really well. And so I didn't go to one of the big online stores to get this because they didn't do that. They didn't have what I wanted, okay? So I'm nothing against the big sites, they just don't do spices. So I went to a particular site, and I looked at 2 or 3 sites. But I know if I want spices in the future, I'll just go back to that site. It was easy, they had what I wanted, and actually just that small piece of customer service, I was like, that's really impressive and that's really good. So when I'm looking at a B2C or a B2B, the follow-up process is massively important, and the follow-up can actually be as you're making a booking. So particularly maybe if we're looking in engineering or consumables in that area, what is your website like? What is the e-commerce experience like? And you don't have to be spending fortunes on huge e-commerce. You just need to be having the process right, and you can use some off the shelf as well, and then you can grow from there. And that's what we like to do. We like to grow with our clients. We like to be able to put something in place that's cost effective, but we always look at the user experience. So in a B2B setting away from e-commerce, what's the user experience of your website? What's the user experience like actually trying to buy from you and your sales process? So I want you to start to think about what's the user experience if you push somebody to your website. So let's say you're doing a campaign, you're doing some telemarketing, you're doing some email marketing. If they look at your website, or they look at your LinkedIn, or they look at anything like that, when they look at it, does it reflect the brand? Does it answer the questions? And is the user experience really simple and really professional? think about those things, do some analysis, because it's all part of the follow-up. It's all part of following up. It's all part of that whole process. And on that front, what I'd really like you to do today is to go to the iplusgroup.co.uk website, because we've gone through a complete refresh in terms of what we're doing. Really exciting, and we've been working over this for the last 2 or 3 months. Amazing team led by Amy. She's done a fantastic job on getting our website put together. Please take a look, see what's happening with our new brand. And I know some of you that follow me on social media but also see me at networking, you'll know a little bit about how we've tweaked the brand and the twist we've got on it, which I think is amazing. Go out this afternoon, do some more follow-ups, have an amazing weekend, get into next week, and on Monday go and take a look on my LinkedIn around this time, 12 o'clock on a Monday, and you will see what we launched that morning in terms of our Monday morning meetings. You'll get a little bit of a snippet of what we do, and we're going to be starting to share live Monday morning meetings with you, which will give you something to focus on, not only as an individual but as a team and as a company. Have a great weekend.